Young man, you can waste 10 years of your life trying to figure out something that you're interested in alone, or you can take 10 months, 10 weeks, maybe even 10 days learning from someone who's already doing the thing that you're interested in. Listen, everything that you're interested in, every answer that you're searching for, someone has did a video, a podcast, there's a book, there's something, there's someone who has done what it is that you're interested in. They've done it successfully, and they can show you how to do it step by step. That, listen, I will accept. Well, I won't accept, but I guess it makes sense if you just don't want to do it. If you don't care, if it's not a priority, I get all of that. But what I will never accept, young man, is I don't know how to. There's too much information out here now that she was fine. She was fine, and I was trying to get at her. And young man, something went wrong with her washer. This is when I realized the power of YouTube for real. Something went wrong with her washer. She asked me, could I fix it? And of course, being the man that I am, coming up the way that I came up, a man is supposed to know how to do stuff. So I told her, of course I could fix it. I had no idea how to fix this washer. But what I did know is that there were videos and stuff on YouTube about how to fix stuff. This was maybe 10 years ago. This is when YouTube, when people first started finding out that, you had how to repair stuff with your car. People were doing videos on that. So I went on YouTube, found the exact washer machine, how to diagnose, guys, from A to Z, step by step. I fixed that lady's washer machine. And I have to tell you that things turned out really well after that, if you know what I mean. But guys, I did it. There is, for everything that you are interested in, somebody is talking about that. Somebody that has successfully done it is actually talking about that thing. So there is no excuse for not knowing how. That's the thing that I want to get across to you guys. So listen, if you're someone who just likes to watch my videos and not really take any real action, you can skip past this part and go to the part where I'm just giving the free game and remain the same forever. But if you're ready to take your life serious, if you're tired of being stuck, if you're tired of being in the same spot, young man, I offer one-on-one coaching. Coaching to remove the limiting self-beliefs that has you where you are now. Coaching to be able to address the bad habits, the lack of discipline, the lack of structure that has you stuck and is keeping you from elevating your life to the type of life that you truly want to live. I've been talking to you guys from day one about having options in life, and whether that is money, women, time, whatever. You need to be able to change yourself internally to get that. And that's where my one-on-one coaching can help you. So listen, click the first link in the video description below. Let's have a conversation, see if we're a good fit, see if you qualify for the coaching, and let's go to work. Now let's get back to the video. You could have got away with that back in the day. There's no excuse for that now. I'll give you guys another story. Years ago, I got into wholesale real estate. I didn't know anything about it. A buddy of mine was doing it. He told me he was making some money at it. And I thought that, you needed license and you needed to be this and you needed to be that. And that wasn't the case at all. So what I did, and this is another thing that you can do, young men, that you don't have to waste time trying to go about this alone. What I did with my friend was simple. Hey, man, I'll pay you. I will pay you to teach me how to do this thing. We agreed upon a price. We sat for 1 year. We met every Friday for like 4 or 5 hours. And he taught me how to wholesale real estate. Young men with no experience, with knowing nothing about this to begin with, I closed probably 6 or 7 deals. I made maybe $15,000. Young man, I have sat in attorneys' offices explaining my contract. I have been to people's houses evaluating their properties. I've made offers. Man, I didn't know how to do any of this. My buddy coached me. This is before coaching became a thing, right? My buddy sat down with me and he coached me. He showed me how to do this thing. It is the exact same thing now, guys. There's no excuse. I'm sure many of you young men have done that with video games. You've shared secrets and tips and how to get past this level or this, that, and the other. This is way more serious than that. This is life stuff that you can learn. So again, no excuse that you can learn. I'm thinking about another story, man. Years ago, my brother-in-law and his cousin were in town. They asked me to go and shoot pool with them. I've shot pool before, but I wasn't really good at it. We was just playing around as kids. We go to this pool hall, and my brother-in-law and his cousin, guys, they run the table on me. They left me with every ball on the table, and they're making jokes and I guess it was funny to them. Guys, it wasn't funny to me. Like, that was kind of humiliating to me that they could do me that bad on the pool table. So the very next day, I went out, and again, this was before YouTube and all of that stuff. Guys, I went out, I bought 3 or 4 books on how to shoot pool. I went out and bought me a brand new pool cue. There was a pool hall down the street from where I lived. I walked in there that next day and asked, was there anybody that can show me drills and show me how to do this thing? I've known for a long time that if you want to learn something, you find somebody that is doing it well, or you find somebody that's successful at it, and you jump in their back pocket. I've told my children that more times than I can remember. You go to a new job and you don't know what you're doing. Find that person that has been there a while, that knows how to do that thing well, and watch them. And if that doesn't help you, pull them to the side. Hey man, listen, I'm new, I'm trying to learn. Can you give me some help, some pointers? See, this was coaching young men for us back before it was a thing like it is now. That there is always somebody that knows how to do what it is that you are trying to do. And you can save yourself so much time by finding someone who knows what it is that you want to do and having them help you. Man, what I found is that, over my 50-some years of living, is that there's 2 types of people when it comes to this. There are those that understand that, I don't know how to do it, but somebody does, and I can learn from them. But then you have the other type that will use not knowing how to do a thing as an excuse to take no action. Oh, I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Guys, even the successful people that you see started off not knowing how to do. They just didn't wake up one morning and became successful at the thing that they're doing now. They had to learn just like you. And the smart ones found people who knew the thing better to teach them that thing. That's why they say in athletics or in anything, you find somebody that's better than you to work with, because they're going to push you to a higher level. This YouTube channel that I'm doing, again, guys, I knew nothing. I turned the radio off in my car, or I stopped listening to music and everything else that really wasn't adding any type of value to me. And I started listening to YouTube videos. Any subject that I came across that I didn't know about or I didn't understand, how to get your sound better, what lights to use, how to use your camera, what settings on your camera, all of that, man, happened from me watching YouTube videos. I'm in a truck 8 hours a day, 8 to 10 hours a day. I am in a truck. And my coworkers, my fellow drivers, man, they are on the phone talking to people. They're listening to music. They're watching TV or listening to TV while they're driving. I stopped doing that. And instead, I started listening to these videos. I stopped wasting that time that I was in my car or I was in my truck. I stopped wasting that time on stuff that was not going to add any value to me. And instead, I started learning about this YouTube thing. With YouTube alone, guys, I'm almost at 40,000 subscribers now. I still use it to this day. Now, I've had a coach since then, absolutely. But I was in this 2 years before I had sought out coaching. Of course, man, you would be scared to do a thing if you don't know your ass from a bag of sand. Of course you would be afraid to do that, but that's not an excuse anymore, because now you have all of this information available to you that can tell you how to do this stuff. I remember, guys, when I had a wholesale real estate deal, and the seller wanted to, I told you guys about this earlier when I was in the attorney's office. The seller wanted her attorney to look at my contract. And one of the things my coach had said, or the guy that was helping me at the time, he was like, we never let contracts, out of our hands. So you can go to the attorney's office with her and explain anything about, explain the contract or whatever the case. Man, I was like, there's no way, man. I'm not an agent. I can't go in front of this. And I begged my buddy to go with me, the guy that was teaching me. He's like, no, you know what to do. You know exactly what to do. Go in there, sit down with that attorney and do what I told you to do. Young man, I went and I was terrified. But because I knew exactly what to do, that, you go in, you give them both a copy of the contract. Listen, you guys read that over. If you have any questions, I'm right here to answer them for you. They both read it over. The attorney looked at it and was like, yeah, I don't see anything wrong here. Sign it, right? I was scared, young man, but I knew what to do. I had an idea of what to do. Now, I would have figured that out eventually. But again, it may have took me 10 or 15 years by myself to figure that out. But because I had someone who had done it before and who was successful at it, and they told me what to do, that cut down on the time for me being successful at it myself. As a matter of fact, I closed that property. That was like a $6,000 deal that I never would have done if I didn't know what to do. How did I learn? I found somebody that was successful at the very thing that I was trying to do to teach me. Man, that's the point of the entire video. If you get nothing from anything that I've said over these past 10, 15 minutes, stop using I don't know how as an excuse not to take action. There's too much information out here for you now to do that. Listen, I would tell you, you are full of shit to your face if you told me that, you know what, I want to do this thing, but I don't know how. You're full of it. There's too much information. Whether it is online, whether it is personal coaching, there's too much information out here for you not to take action because you're saying you don't know how to do a thing, right? So here's the deal. Find you a book. Find you a video. There's something that you enjoy, something that you're interested in. Start learning about it. ChatGPT, YouTube, TikTok. There's more information than the law allows out here. So stop using that as an excuse. Learn what you're interested in and take some action. Okay? So listen, that is all I have for you guys today. Listen, hope that added some value for you guys. Listen, got some great stuff in the video description below. The school community, if you want to get around other men that are looking to build and grow, look like you, talk like you, walk like you. Listen, this community is what you need. Weekly Q&As, personalized in-depth tutorials. It's all there, young man. The link for that is in the video description below. So definitely check that out. Other resources that I have down there. Okay? So listen, again, hope that added some value. I am the Over 50 Guy / the Online Dad. We'll be back with another one soon.